Long time no see, Phaethon. I thought I was seeing things when you accepted the commission. The two of you have been staying low-key for a while now.
It's a long story. We've been busy with other things for a while, and could only start taking commissions recently.
Looks like I've come at the right time then. I'll have to save that story of yours for another day, though. For now, let's get down to business. Someone contacted me on Internaut before the Hollow Champion contest began. He wanted me to modify the ethereal card data to help him advance past the first round of the competition.
Wait, modify the data? But if a contestant tried to cheat in an event of this scale, wouldn't any abnormal data be impossible to miss?
Exactly. That's why I refused the deal, since it wasn't worth the risk. But I did find another way to accomplish what he wanted. I found something called an ethereal decoy on Internaut. According to the seller, it's tailor-made specifically for participants in the Hollow Champion contest. The ethereal decoy can safely attract low-level ethereals in the Hollow, letting participants boost their points with minimal effort.
Judging from the name and its purpose, it doesn't sound safe at all.
Master, a search of the public domain using the keyword ethereal decoy returns no results.
Rain, do you have that ethereal decoy with you right now?
That's exactly why I rushed over to find you. I don't have it. After giving the ethereal decoy to the contestant, he advanced as expected, hunting down large numbers of low-level ethereals. But I didn't expect the shady bastard could be so careless. After the first stage, he left the ethereal decoy in the Hollow. By the time he realized it, the little thing that was only supposed to attract low-level ethereals was now surrounded by bigger, high-level ones that he couldn't handle. At least, those were his words when he came crying and begging for help.
So you came to us because you need help retrieving that ethereal decoy from the Hollow?
Exactly. That device clearly has shady origins, so to make sure nothing goes wrong, I had to come to proxies I can trust.
That would be Belle and me. Don't worry, you can leave this to us.
Rain, I think you should try contacting the person who gave you the ethereal decoy. If we can determine its origin, then that would make things a lot easier.
All right, that's just what I was thinking too.
And one more thing. We need to confirm how many of those are out there. If other participants got their hands on one, things could get even more complicated.
I don't think we need to worry about that. If more people were using this sort of thing in the competition, then we wouldn't be the ones cleaning up after this careless guy. But still, just to be safe, I'll be keeping a close eye on Internaut.
All right, then we'll leave you to it, Rain. In the meantime, Wise and I will get ready to head out.
I've sent you the location details. The Hollow is unpredictable, and you know that better than anyone. Just be careful.
location. That's probably obvious.
Looks like you've already taken care of it. As expected, only Faithin and Victoria Housekeeping could manage this kind of efficiency.
Yep, we have the decoy now. With Lycon and the others helping, everything went really smoothly.
You flatter me, Master Proxy. Miss Rain, would you mind joining us at the video store? We will need to discuss how to deal with this ethereal decoy.
Hang on, I'm near 6th Street. I'll be there right away. Before we discuss how to deal with this thing, I have some bad news to share. The account that sold the ethereal decoy to me has already been deleted. My attempts to trace it through previous transaction records have all come up empty. No deletion records were found either.
So you mean the person who sold you the ethereal decoy has completely vanished from Internet?
Yes, it's the first time I've encountered something like this. But it's Internet after all, so I guess it's not exactly surprising. Alright, that's all I have to say. Have you come across anything concerning on your end?
Rain, are you sure this thing is only used to attract low-level ethereals? When we reached the location where it was deployed, it was swarming with way more high-level ethereals than we expected.
And considering that this hollow was used as a hollow champions arena, the number of ethereals there should, in theory, have already been reduced to a minimum. From this, we can infer that nearly all the high-level ethereals left in the hollow were drawn to its vicinity.
At least in that sense, the device actually lives up to its name.
Well, putting the danger aside for now, we can at least be certain that its original purpose was never to attract low-level ethereals.
I agree. If anything, the way that this thing attracts ethereals feels more like a side effect caused by a flaw in its design.
If things are really as we suspect, finding any leads based on the name Ethereal Decoy would be nearly impossible.
In that case, maybe Victoria Housekeeping could help us access some information that's beyond our reach.
I understand your concerns, Master Proxy, but Victoria Housekeeping acts on behalf of the mayor to a certain extent. I personally wish to help you as much as I can, but because this concerns the current competition, our actions are likely to attract the attention of those with ill intentions, potentially putting you at additional risk.
Master, analysis confirms that the ethereal decoy has no functional use outside the hollow. Storing it in the video store for temporary safekeeping presents a risk of less than 0.15%. You may consider this option safe.
It looks like finding any more leads will be difficult. Taking Lycon's concerns into account, it seems keeping the device here with us really is the best solution. Alright, then let's keep the ethereal decoy at the video store for now. We'll try to look for clues by examining its structure.
I'll continue my investigation as well. If we can find out its scientific name, many of our questions will be resolved.
All right, we'll hope for the best.
Well, if it isn't wise. Now that you're here, I suppose it's been quite some time since I've seen you last, huh?
You're right. If it weren't for your letter, I would have forgotten that you have other business to take care of.
The flowers bloom as they will, and all I can do is wait. Now that spring is here, it's only fitting to invite you to come and enjoy them. To be honest, if this little one hadn't stopped by at Do Gardening, I'd have almost forgotten the manager of Random Play is capable of more than just running the shop.
Huh. This bamboo looks pretty down. Orchidea, does your commission have something to do with it?
You're sharp, manager-wise. Yep, this is our client. By industry standard, the two of you shouldn't have had any chance to meet. But the situation is special this time. After I agreed to help the little one, it simply wouldn't leave my store.
That makes sense. A special situation calls for special measures. So, what exactly is the commission this time?
You should know about the Hollow Champion contest that's been making waves lately. Its master is one of the contestants. Unfortunately, that person isn't a seasoned professional. They've only entered the Hollow a handful of times, let alone fought their way through a competition like this. Fragile flowers rarely survive harsh conditions. Even though the contest has ended, the little one's master still hasn't come home.
Does that mean the commission is to find its master?
Yes. The hollow used for the contest is small and relatively stable, so finding someone inside shouldn't be too difficult. But who would be willing to take on a commission from a bamboo? With nowhere else to turn, it ended up at the doors of Do Gardening.
This little bamboo was very lucky. It ended up meeting someone willing to help, like you.
Manager, don't tease me like that. So that's the situation. During the contest, opportunities are everywhere. I know the reward for this commission pales in comparison to others, but...
No need to worry, Orchidea. We're friends after all. Rest assured, I'll take this commission. By the way, I still don't know what this little bamboo's name is.
It's called Jackpot. And it's truly a name that brings luck.
Bernice, if you don't explain to the proxy that whatever cat scratch you wrote is all your idea, I swear I'll...
You... Kitty, you wouldn't ban me from touching your fluffy tail, would you? Please! I'll explain everything clearly to the proxy later!
Did I just hear Pulchra and Bernice talking about me? Maybe I should listen in.
When did I ever let you touch my tail? And this whole thing was because of you insisting on getting involved in the first place.
Oh, come on! Helping friends is only natural. Searching for all kinds of stuff in the Hollow is dangerous, you know? How could just you and the proxy be enough?
Bringing you along would only make things more dangerous. Proxy, when did you get here?
I just got here. Bernice, Pulchra, how have you been?
Life in the Outer Ring is the same as always. Let's skip the small talk and get down to business. Bernice should have mentioned it already. I've come across a lucrative job opportunity and could use a proxy's help. That's the gist of it.
Mm-hmm. That's the gist of it.
That's it? What kind of job opportunity exactly? If it needs a proxy's help, chances are it involves heading into a hollow, right?
To be precise, I need a proxy to help recover some lost items that got left behind in a hollow during the Hollow Champion contest. The contest may look flashy, but plenty of so-called contestants are just half-baked amateurs who fall apart the moment things get dangerous. Our target is the valuable items they left behind in the hollow during the contest.
Proxy, don't let Kitty confuse you. Simply put, we're going into the Hollow to scavenge.
You... Never mind. You're not wrong. It basically is scavenging.
If I was right, does that mean there's a reward?
Now you're really pushing your luck. How about you explain the text message to the proxy first?
DM? You mean the one where you asked Bernice to get me to help?
I didn't ask her to get you involved. Whatever she said has nothing to do with me.
You were just too shy to contact the proxy yourself, weren't you?
Proxy, ignore Bernice for now. Whatever's between me and her can wait. Let's stay on topic. You might be thinking that since the contest ended some time ago, anyone with that idea would have acted by now. But the hollows used in the contest arenas have been heavily altered by ether fluctuations. For ordinary hollow raiders, or even a proxy using the usual carrots, just navigating them would be tough. With that in mind, I can guarantee that if you join us, the payoff will be well worth it.
With how thoroughly you've looked into this, Pulchra, I trust you. And like Bernice said, helping friends is only natural. We'll take this commission, and we're ready to start if you are.
See? I told you, Kitty, you were worrying over nothing. I knew the proxy would say yes.
In any case, I'll leave everything that follows in your hands. Wait. You heard everything Bernice and I were talking about just now?
Wise, now that most of the commissions we got lately, how does it feel to be back to proxy life?
Very good. And these past few days, everything just feels the way it's supposed to be.
After everything that's happened, I've lost count how many emergencies forced you to enter the Hollow in person. Now that commissions can finally be handled normally, it almost feels like a rare luxury.
Faith in my old friends. Business must have been going pretty well for you lately, huh?
Shepard? Based on what you said before, isn't this the perfect time for seasoned intel brokers to be raking it in? I'm surprised you had time to come by.
If you're asking about business at the video store, then yeah, it's been pretty good. But it'd be even better if you signed up for a membership.
Funny as always. I can sign up for a membership anytime, but the kind of job I've got right here, this doesn't come around every day. I personally picked this commission and saved it just for you. Don't you think I deserve a little applause?
You picked the perfect time to show up. Belle and I happen to be free today. Don't tell me. You've been keeping a close eye on our every move.
Oh, come on now. If anything, it just proves that even after all this time, we still work perfectly together. Or could it be you've made so much lately that my commissions are nothing to you now?
Enough chit-chat. Whether we take the job depends on how much good faith you're prepared to show.
Of course, I'm coming to you with a serious offer. Speaking of which, this commission is pretty much right up your alley. Lately, an area of the Hollow that used to be fairly stable has undergone drastic ether fluctuations for unknown reasons. Rare ether turbulence and fissures have surged, and the usual carrots no longer work at all. Several of my regular clients ran into serious trouble there over the past few days. None of them could do anything about it, so one after another they came to me for help. If a brave proxy could step forward and recalculate the Hollow data for them...
Calculating Hollow data is indeed what we're good at. But the regular clients you mentioned, they're offering terms worthy of a seasoned broker, I assume. After all, a brand new set of Hollow data from an area with ether turbulence isn't something you can get your hands on with just a few measly dennies.
You two. When have I ever been stingy about payment? Besides, this data is far more valuable to my clients than you might think, and their offer is very convincing.
All right then, we'll take the commission.
Just as expected of my most capable partners. I'll be waiting for your good news then.
Every time I stand in front of the newsstand, I can't help but want to buy a scratch card, even though my luck's never been great.
Well, I'm not sure if I should say this, but my luck isn't all that great either.
Maybe the two of us together will turn our bad luck into good luck. Let's grab a scratch card and see what happens.
It's the ultra rare grand prize. Looks like your luck is better than you thought after all.
This is our shared good luck. I buy a scratch card every time I come to the newsstand, and this is the first time I've ever seen the grand prize.
Come to think of it, are you a regular at the newsstand, Venus? I don't think I've ever run into you here before.
I usually buy newspapers from Grandma Eve at Lumina Square, so I don't come to the newsstand on 6th Street very often. For intel brokers like us, and proxies too, keeping up with current events is essential. If you want to become a great proxy, make sure you remember this.
I get that keeping up with the news is important, but what does that have to do with becoming a great proxy?
See, that's where you're missing the bigger picture. TOPS, HIA, and even HSO all have some very capable agents. These are hidden connections we normally wouldn't have access to. Before getting to know people like that, we can use the news to keep track of what they're up to. That way, when an opportunity to meet them comes up, we'll be ready to seize it.
Wow, that makes a lot of sense. All right, I'll remember that.
You've got a lot of potential as a proxy, but as your guide, I can't help sharing a few tips now and then. So don't get annoyed at my unsolicited advice, okay? Let me see. Is there anything noteworthy in today's news? You haven't had any TOPS-related commissions lately, have you?
Why do you ask? Is something wrong with TOPS?
Take a look at this. TOPS plagued by internal mismanagement, confidential projects leaked, internal investigations are underway. Though TOPS-related commissions tend to pay very well, it's better to be cautious with their requests lately. Otherwise, I'd really worry about you.
Those are all just baseless rumors.
Dylan? What are you doing on 6th Street?
Hello, Proxy. Just think of me as taking a little stroll on 6th Street while I'm off the clock. Miss, the news you're reading? The reporter comes from a notorious, unscrupulous media outlet. All this nonsense is just clickbait.
And this is?
This is my friend. She's just passing through and stopped by to say hello.
Oh, hello. You mean this is fake news?
It's not necessarily completely fake news, but it definitely exaggerates the facts. But I do agree with your point. It's better not to get involved in Tops's mess. One wrong move, and you might see things and people you're not supposed to.
I have a feeling there's more to what Dylan just said. Was she trying to hint at something?
What are you thinking, Proxy? If there's nothing else, I'll be on my way. See you next time.
Your friend has a strong personality. Anyway, she just said it's best not to get involved with TOPS, so you really need to be careful.
All right, I promise. I definitely won't do anything that will make you worry.
That's good. Looks like there are people coming this way. Let's go somewhere else.
Wise, why are you back so soon? Did something go wrong with the commission?
Well, the client canceled the commission at the last minute due to personal reasons. Venus and I also came across a few things today that raised some concerns.
Fairy, can you find anything based on Wise's description?
Searching now. Deep search completed as requested by Second Assistant. The results have been compiled and are ready for your review, Master.
Let me see. A tech company, and it looks like they're applying for a patent for something called an ether collector?
Comparison complete. The structure design shown in the blueprint shares a 91% match with the ethereal decoy in your possession and can be classified as the same item.
I didn't expect to find a lead about the ethereal decoy like this.
So that means these ether collectors, still under development, were deliberately funneled into Internaut and sold to contestants in the Hollow Champion contest? Was Venus's commission canceled because the item the client was looking for is in our possession?
According to publicly available TOPS records, the company has entered liquidation proceedings, and all mid to senior level researchers, including Luther Vukovic, are currently under investigation. The specific reasons have not been disclosed.
So that rumor in the newspaper might actually have some truth to it after all. And Dylan showing up on 6th Street was probably no coincidence either. These past few commissions have all been tied to the Hollow Champion contest and TOPS one way or another. And the agents who entered the Hollow even ran into that weirdo again. We'd better be careful with anything closely tied to TOPS.
Now that the commissions are all finished, we shouldn't draw attention to ourselves over something unnecessary. After all, Phaethon is an independent proxy. Let's just leave it. I'll pass the information about the ethereal decoy to Rain later. How she handles it is up to her.
I just wanted to get back to that simple, fulfilling life of a proxy. And yet we almost got pulled into another mess. Doesn't New Eridu have any ordinary commissions left for an average proxy to just enjoy life?
Well, be careful what you say. What we've been doing lately isn't exactly the kind of video store business we can talk about out loud